Winners never quit, but a quitter never wins. Good evening, all gold gladiators. Good evening, wealth builders worldwide. Good evening, Karatbars International. Good evening, guests. This is your boy Dante Taylor. Just gonna wait a few more moments, let a few of my business partners get on the line. I want to talk to you guys today about decisions. Well, that's right. We're going to talk about decisions, the importance of decisions and making decisions. Alaikum salam, Brother Supreme. Thank you for joining us this morning, this afternoon, brother. Definitely. Okay. I thought I turned my volume down. My bad, you guys. What's going on, Brother Dex? And hope the family's good as well. Okay. Let's set this right here. Hopefully you guys, okay, we should be in the game. All right, you guys, yeah, we're going to talk about decisions. And I got the piece, Brother Eugene. How you doing, family? Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. I got this thought from this morning's pre-call. Like I said, hey, you guys, share this information out too. Share this with your teammates. This should be a good one. Definitely. Kurt, thanks for joining us as well. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, like I said, we're talking about decisions. Now, this morning on the power call, we played, oh man, I forgot the brother's name. Just that quick. Yeah, Brother Tony Robbins. My bad, I had to look at my notes. But I didn't even write any notes for this. We're going strictly, well, sometimes I take notes, write notes, and sometimes I don't. We're going straight off the cuff today, you guys. Yeah, Brother Tony Robbins. He was talking about focusing on yourself and focusing on yourself every day and the importance of focusing on yourself. But one of the key components that I pulled out this morning, Brother Daniel Higgins, thanks for joining us, brother. One of the key components that I pulled out this morning is that he talked about the decisions and the importance of making a decision. He told a story where General Schwarzkopf told a story. If you guys don't know who he is, look him up. But General Schwarzkopf told a story where he was a young military man and he worked for this general. And I can't remember the specifics, but there was a decision that needed to be made, and they had been working on it for like 5 years, and they had done a whole lot of research. General Schwarzkopf himself, as a young military man, he said that he did most of the research, and they've been doing research for years, and they hadn't been able to make a decision, and it had been over 5 years. So this general that General Schwarzkopf initially was working for, they brought him in to make the decision. He stated that they had a meeting. The meeting lasted approximately an hour, and the general that he worked for stood up and said, "Okay, we're going to do this, and that's it." Now, as he stated this morning, and me being a military man as well, any of you guys has been in the military, you get your orders and you go with them. You don't question your orders. You get your orders and you make it happen. So General Schwarzkopf, at the time, he wasn't a general, of course. He stated that a little bit later, he asked him, he said, "General, sir, permission to speak freely." And he said, "Okay." And he asked him, he said, "How could you make that decision that quick?" He said, I know that you haven't seen all the information because I've done most of the research, and I know you haven't seen just but a small portion of it. Like, how can you make that decision? How do you know that's the right decision?" And he stated, he said, no one knows if it's the right decision. A decision needed to be made. And he stated that if it's the wrong decision, we'll find out sooner than later. And if it is the right decision, we'll put our resources behind it and we'll go to work. But the key component is a decision had to be made. He stated it's been half a decade and no one's made a decision. It's time for someone to make a decision. Too many times we sit back on the fence, no matter what it is. It can be Karatbars International, it can be a loved one, a spouse, a job, and we sit back sometimes and wait, or maybe we feel like we need to have all of the information. We got to know every little minute detail about what we're about to embark on before we can make what we consider a solid and concise decision. There's nothing wrong with wanting to know and understand what you're embarking on, getting involved in, whom you may be working for, getting in a relationship with. That's truly understandable. But to sit and wait 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 while you're trying to see maybe what's wrong with it, instead of looking at what's right with the situation, sometimes we try to analyze all of the wrongs that's in whatever the endeavor is. What's going on, Sister Melissa? Hey, yeah, I just got back, just saw the pictures. Man, I missed y'all. Y'all know y'all wasn't supposed to be partying without me. Hey, I missed you guys. Hey, I'll see y'all soon. I can't wait to see y'all, definitely. Shout out to my Michigan family. Team Street Ministry, definitely in the building. And the reason I equate that to what we're talking about tonight is I know a lot of people, when it comes to what we do in Karatbars International, so many people sit back and wait. They're watching you, Sister Katrina. They're watching you, Brother Joshua, or they're watching you, Sister Melissa. They want to see if you're going to get rich. They're watching you, Sister Centoria. They're watching me. They want to see if we're going to get rich first before they make a decision. They want to look at and they want to do all different types of things, but they have yet to make a decision. And while they're waiting, the train is still moving. We have to know how to make a decision and live with that decision, even if it's just for that time period. You got to go all out. You make a decision, and then I believe you stated earlier this morning, decision means basically cutting off all outside, not opportunities, but cutting off the outside. You're dedicated to what you have decided to do. If you've decided to start working out in the mornings, you have to cut off watching TV in the morning, or sitting back doing other things in the morning when it's workout time. You have to cut out things that are going to interfere with what you have decided to do. If you have decided to take an opportunity with Karatbars International, or better yet, if someone has offered this opportunity to you, if you're watching this right now and you're not in Karatbars International, I guess my first question would be, what are you waiting on? And we're going to slow this down just a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to say it again. What are you waiting on? Okay, first off, it's free. Totally free. Totally free. No got yous or nothing. Totally free. And then second of all, which is just as important, they don't need your social security number. So even if you signed up and it wasn't what you thought it was, oh well. What did you lose? If you signed up for care, if you're watching this and somebody shared this information with you and somebody said, hey, you need to watch this, Brother Dante, he was talking about making a decision. And if you can hear my voice right now, I am asking you, what are you waiting on? It takes less than 5 minutes. It takes about 3 minutes in actuality. What are you waiting on? Free to get in, and we don't need no social security numbers. So there's nothing really tying you to it. All the lame concerns that a lot of people have, oh, is it going to tie me? Is it going to mess up my money? Is it going to do this? I've heard them all. I've heard them all. It's not tied to you. So what's your excuse? You have to make a decision. Now, if you don't want the opportunity, that's fine too. We understand that. Karatbars isn't for everybody. It is, but it's not. Feel me? So because it's not for everybody, we get it. But what do you have to lose? If you get in Karatbars and you sign up for free and you find out, you know what? This gold isn't real. You know what I'm saying? This gold isn't real. They said the gold was real and they lied. Then you know what? You didn't lose anything. Of course, we know that's not true because we're in over 140 plus countries. We're the largest gold distributor in the world in small denominations, and we've been doing it for quite a while. So we know that the gold is real. But we're just saying for saying sake. Okay, you get in, you get a package. You don't like it, you didn't lose. You got coins. You didn't spend any money. If you got in the free position, if you didn't like it, you didn't lose. But instead of looking at the glass half empty, you should look at it totally full. But if you look at it half full, what do you have to lose? But more importantly, what do you have to gain? What do you have to gain? I think that's more of an important question. Exactly, Sister Rachel. You don't lose anything here. Like this morning, I just got, I think about 20 grams delivered this morning. Put the request in. I still have my money. I still have my money. It's on the way now. It's flying. It's on the way now. Going into the safe with the rest of my money. We're not losing. We're not losing. You can't lose. What's going on, Brother James? Thanks for joining us, family. What's going on, Sister Erica? Thank you for joining us as well. Appreciate you guys, everybody joining us this morning. Man, exactly, Brother Daniel Higgins. What do you have to gain? I'm reading some of these comments as well, you guys. Sister Johnson said, having faith and moving forward in your blessings. Don't delay your blessings. Get your gold and cryptocurrency backed by gold today. Exactly. Again, we're not spending any money. But taking time or taking an inordinate amount of time, for those of you who are listening to my voice and you've known about Karatbars before the ICO came out, if you knew about Karatbars before we got in the crypto space, if somebody's been telling you for a while, hey, we got these KBC coins and these KCD coins, and you're still on the fence, you're losing. And you're definitely not winning. You're losing. You know, Mr. Delco stated something last night, and I'm just going to go here really quick. He on his live stream, he stated last night, he said, how is the country in debt when we print our own money? Now, I'm going to let that sit on you for a minute. How is the country in debt when we print our own money? For those of you that's in Wealth Builders and Karatbars International, you understand this. But for those of you that are maybe new and this is your first time hearing this information, think over those things. How is, from what we've been told, the richest country in the world? How is the richest country in the world in debt? Why do we owe so many countries money? Why are we giving out land to different countries? Because we owe them. if we print our own money, unless what we're printing is not real money, unless it's just like everything else that you print from a printer, it's paper. Now, if we're printing paper, i.e. debt notes, then that could be a reason why America is in debt. That could be why we're $1 trillion in debt. That can be why we owe other countries, because we've been told to save debt notes. But you just heard me say earlier, I have about, I don't know, do the math, I know it's probably close to about $1,000 worth of gold that I just been stacking on its way home to daddy. I didn't spend any money. I saved my money. We know gold is up over $1,500 right now. When I got in, I think it was at 13 something. It's at $1,500 more right now. And that's not even its true value. But some of you are still on the fence. Some of you are still reading the news clippings. Some of you are still looking at different articles or listening to other people tell you why you don't need to be in that business, or why you heard this and you heard that. But all during that time, while you're waiting to make a decision, we've made a decision. We've made a decision. Like Sister Porter this morning, she talked about how she's free. She fired her boss, Karatbars. My sister Glessy fired her boss, Karatbars. My boss been 86, Karatbars. While you still on the fence, losing money, costing yourself money, and in all reality, you cheating your family and you're cheating your legacy, all because you can't make a decision on your own. You're waiting on somebody else to tell you to do it. You're waiting on somebody else to give you the confidence to do it. Or you waiting to see what somebody else is doing before you feel like you have the confidence. Make a decision. You know what we say in the hood, doo-doo or get off the pot. You already know what I'm talking about. You're sitting around waiting while you see Mr. Delfo. He's making 6 figures a month. We got business partners making $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month. And I don't even like to talk about money, so I digress from that. But what I'm saying is that, man, if you do nothing else but save gold, you winning. Like I said, how many of y'all done, if you're in wealth builders, I'm pretty sure you have. How many of y'all done saved up $1,000? You got a regular job, that $1,000 sitting around, you just saved up in the last maybe month or so, a couple months. Probably not a whole lot. And if you save it in the paper, you really need to let us show you how you save it in the smarter way. But it's about your decisions. Your decisions, or your lack of making a decision, will affect you now and in the future. Keep waiting. Keep waiting while your bills stacking up. If you got a family, you got things going on, but you're still waiting. You still haven't made a decision. Make a decision and stand on it. Going back to Karatbars International, because you don't need a social, and because you don't need, again, there's nothing to lose. If it doesn't work out, if it wasn't meant to be, it just wasn't. If it wasn't meant to be, it just wasn't. But you have nothing to lose. Some of y'all going through some serious, serious problems. Some of y'all going through some serious, serious issues. But you watching Brother Travis, or you watching Sister Delisa. Sister Delisa said she fired her boss. But you're still watching. You're still waiting on the sideline. You're still afraid to make a decision. Whether it's Karatbars or just life in general. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to first understand what you want. Okay? That starts with taking a little bit of time, being a little introspective, and taking a little time with yourself and on yourself and decide, what do you really want? What's really important to you? Who's really important to you? And what can you do to, one, help yourself, or for the people that's in your life that are important to you, what can you do to maybe help them, whether it's one, better themselves, or two, protect their future? You have to make a decision. You want to start working out, you got to make a decision to start getting up in the morning and working out. You want to lose weight, gain weight, you have to do what needs to be done. If you want to make $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, Care Bars International, you have to make a decision to do what needs to be done. It all starts here. It all starts in between here. It all starts in between here. Ye are all God's, children of the Most High God. You can create what you want. Some of y'all don't believe that. Some of y'all don't believe that. I don't know why, but you are creators. As you stated earlier, oh man, I gotta grab my note for this. What did the brother say? He said, yeah, you are a creator of life, not a manager of circumstances. Some of us just, all we do, we don't even think about creating life. All we want to do is, we got one circumstance after another. There's always going to be life going on, whether it's this bill or this issue or that problem or this or the job or the children or the parents, or there's always going to be something. There's always going to be something. Are you going to be a creator of life or just a manager of your circumstances? Are you tired of your job? Are you tired of working? Are you tired of working where you work at? Do you want better? Would you like to have something better? Do you want something for your children? Do you want something better for your parents? Do you want something better for your community? If you're not doing something right now to make all of those better, then you got to make a decision. What are you going to do? Do you truly want that? Or are you content with just going to work and coming home and vegging, playing the game, spending your whole evening on Facebook, not even doing income producing activities, just looking at everybody else's business? Come on, you guys. If you see what is going on in the world right now, it is truly time to make a decision. You see what's going on with the stock market. You see what's going on with everything. You guys, if you don't know, whenever gold is going up, even understand this. If they're saying that gold is going up, we know that whatever number they put on it is devalued. But if the powers that be is saying that gold is going up, you better get you some gold, because you better understand that that dollar is losing its value every day. So if they're going to say that gold is going up, you better get you some ASAP. It's a free gold savings account, but you have to make a decision. You have to take charge of your own life. Can't nobody do it for you. I can't put you in, sign you up, upload your KYCs, and get your package and tell all your people for you. You got to get busy. You got to take charge of your own life. There's a reason why some succeed and some fail. And it's not what you think. It's not circumstances. I could break down circumstances. Believe me, I could break mine down. It's not circumstances. It is not circumstances. You have to make a decision. What decision can you make today? I think I stated that this morning as well. What decision can you make today that'll change the trajectory of your life? Starting today. Some of you guys don't even understand that you can make a decision today that will affect your life for the rest of your life, whether it's for the good or for the bad. Some of us have done that. Some of us have made some, I've made some decisions that I regret and I've paid for. Your decisions can shape, will shape, and mold your life and your future. So instead of making a decision that's going to adversely affect your life or put you in a situation or put you in a place where you don't want to be, how about making a grown man or a grown woman decision to say, you know what, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to do something different that I've never done before. And if you're in the world of Karatbars International, Wealth Builders Worldwide, I'm going to do even more than I have been doing. You know, they've been telling me make a list. I don't really have a list. I'm going to make a list. You know, Mr. Best is telling us to dream big. I haven't really been dreaming. I'm going to start dreaming big. You know, Dante says, win another. You know, I've thought about, I'm not quitting. You got to make a decision. You have to make a decision for your life that will change your life. If you don't like where your life is going or where it's headed, where it's at right now, you can change it. You can change it. That's the power that you have. Know and understand the power that you have, that you can change anything that's going on in your life right now. It doesn't mean that it's going to happen overnight. It doesn't mean that it's going to be an instant gratification or an instant change. But you can start to change today. And last thing I'm going to leave you with, again, this is almost like a continuation of the power call. I really wanted to talk for about an hour this morning, but of course you guys know I couldn't. Last thing I want to touch on is what Tony Robbins spoke on this morning. When it comes to decisions, you got to make a decision, and then you have to develop a program, or should I call it a ritual. I talked about work. You want to start work? You gotta start a ritual every day. Okay, you want to start making, you got to develop a ritual every day. What are your rituals? If you take a look at your rituals, if you take a step back and be honest with yourself, what do I do from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed? What do I do? And I know most of you guys, go to work, so we get that. But what do you do before you go to work? What do you do on your lunchtime? What do you spend your lunchtime doing? What do you do after work? What are your rituals? There's nothing wrong with having a job. Nothing. But what are you doing in the interim if you're trying to get free? Now, that's only if you're trying to get free. Only if you're trying to build a business. Only if you want to change. Only if you want prosperity in your life for yourself and your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren. It's the little things. But it starts with, you have to have a ritual. That's why we have the power calls every morning. It's a ritual. Starts your morning off. That's why I love being in California, because on the East Coast it's 10:45. On the West Coast it's 7:45 a.m. in the morning. What a wonderful day. Exactly. What a wonderful way to start my day off with the power call. You have to develop strong rituals that will enable you to succeed and to achieve the success that you want. It is truly just that simple. Exactly, Brother Tony. Wow. Procrastination is expensive. That's a whole nother stream in itself, brother. You're going to take me down a rabbit hole. Because while we're talking about decisions, that procrastination, it's a lot of people that's procrastinating right now, and they're probably listening to me right now like, man, I could have got some of those coins at half a penny. I could have got some of those coins at half a penny. I could have got them. I could have did this. I could have had a lot more coins. Procrastination is truly expensive when you're in the world of Karatbars International. And not just, that's in life in general. That goes back to, again, you have to know, you have to know that being decisive about what you want is paramount. You have to take some time and decide. Some of you guys don't even know what you want. I'm gonna say it flat out. Some of y'all don't even really know what you want. If I said, hey, you, what do you want out of life? What's your dream? Give it to me. Some of y'all can't. You got to think. Not sure. Well, I know I want to do this. I know I want to do. You should know what you want to do. You should know your dreams. You should know your aspirations. You should know the people that you want to help if that's what you want to do. It should be concretized in your mind. Because when it is concretized in your mind, then you don't even have to think about it. It's in you. It's the reason you do what you do. It's the reason why you're up early in the morning. It's the reason why I'm up at 5:30 a.m. with no alarm clock. And when I had a job with the alarm clock, you couldn't get me up at 5:30. It's being up late in the evening, working, studying, whatever it may be, for you to get better with your craft because you know what you want and you made a decision. When I saw this information, I made a decision immediately because I saw an opportunity. I saw something that I'd never seen before. I have a corporate background. Some of you guys know about my situation, and some of you guys know my background. While there have been some challenges, I truly have a corporate background. I have a sales background, sales and administrative background. I work for IBM. I work for President DC. I worked banking. I saw an opportunity like no other. It didn't take me long. I didn't need to ask a million people. I made a decision immediately. Shout out to Brother James Muhammad. I love you for life, brother. I saw that information. I signed up immediately. Now, did I do some Googling? Yes, I did. But I signed up immediately. I didn't wait because the thing was, when I noticed it didn't need no social, it didn't matter. If I do my Google or my quote unquote, you know, whatever you want to call it, if I would have did a little bit of checked it out, did my due diligence, and if I would have found out that it wasn't for real or if it was a scam, then hey, no hurt, no harm, no foul, I'm up out of there. But because I saw something, like a lot of us saw something, it was immediate. When I say it was immediate, just like some of you guys. But some people that are listening to me right now, they're still on the fence. They're still on the fence. If you just knew my story alone, you jump in head first in the deep end with no life jacket on. Mr. Delco said last night, and I'm still in it too. He said, yeah, I drink all the Kool-Aid and I'm serving it as well. I drank it all and I'm serving it. I'm serving it. Come get some. Come get some. If you're looking for a change, come get some. Make a decision and come get some. I got all the Kool-Aid over here. I know a lot of us got the Kool-Aid too. You know what I'm saying? I drank it all and I'm serving. If you knew my situation, you would jump in head first, and you probably wouldn't even care if there's a couple sharks in it. Flat out. That's really, truly how I felt. It didn't matter, and it shouldn't matter. But as you see, and if you look around and you see some of these, some of my lovely business partners that's in the chat room, you don't see anybody complaining. Everybody seems like they're happy. Everybody's saving gold. We're fellowshipping at least twice a year. We're having meetings all over the country at least once a year. I mean, once a month. And some of you still haven't made a decision. Study long, study wrong. Study long, study wrong. Or as we say as well, let your next move be your best move. Okay? Karatbars International, we are an e-commerce company, just like Amazon, but better. Free to get in, free enrollment, no got yous, no nothing. All we do is we show people how to save their money a smarter way. All we do is help people. We're in the helping people business. We help people. You hear individuals every morning talk about how their lives have been transformed because they've gotten in Karatbars International. My life has been transformed because I got in Karatbars International. And yours can and will be transformed if you make a decision. Make a decision. Make a decision tonight. Make a decision tonight. If you're hearing this today is August 10th, 2019. I don't care if you're hearing this August 10th, 2020. Make a decision tonight. Sign up for your free gold savings account. Get back with the person that shared this information with you and let them know I'm ready to make a decision. I'm tired of sitting back watching. I'm tired of sitting back observing. I'm tired of sitting back trying to find out what's wrong with it and this and that. Oh, what's up with this or what's up with that? Or I heard this or I heard that. You know, we've been in Forbes magazine twice in the last couple months. Come on, come on, come on. Make a decision. Make a decision, make a decision, and make it tonight. Again, it's my pleasure, you guys. That's the end of my rant again today. I know I ranted this morning. This is my rant for the day. You guys, it is truly important. If you care about yourself and if you care about the lives of the individuals that are around you, make a decision. But you got to lose. This is your boy Dante Taylor, aka Mr. Gold Collective. That's right, Mr. Gold Collective. When I got into business, we didn't have crypto. I didn't care about no crypto. All I wanted to do was get as much gold as I could. I didn't have any money when I got into business. Some of y'all know the story. Lost my job. Didn't have no bread. Couldn't even get no gold in the beginning. But I knew that if I could just get some and then get a little bit more and just get a little bit more and just stack a little bit more here, a little bit more there. That's the beauty of what we do. You don't have to cash out. You ain't got to cash out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. For those of y'all that know what I mean, you ain't got to cash out. $60 a month, $60 a week. Y'all gonna blow that tonight. It's Saturday night. I just left the movie theater with my son. Shout out to my son, Travion Taylor. Early this week was his birthday. Y'all give me some love for my son. We just left the movie theater. You spend $60 a night at the movies. I'm going to go get something to eat. I want some drinks. I want some, you know what? It's easy. Stack small if you need to. Get you a gram here, get you a gram there, get you a gram here, get you a gram there. I did a live stream a long time ago, and I love it because it seemed like all my hood partners jumped on immediately. It's called, I did a stream, and I called it Grams and Ounces. It's just math. You don't have to get an ounce. Get a gram. Get another gram. Get another gram. Get a tenth of gram. You can get gold for $5. Get a tenth of gram. Get a gram. Get a gram. Get a gram here. Gram there. Gram here. Gram there. Before you know it, them grams turn into ounces. Keep getting grams here. Keep getting grams there. A little bit here. A little bit there. Before you know, you look up. It might be a year or two or a few later. You got you a couple kilos. You got a couple kilos of gold just because you've been taking a little bit of money here and there, taking it from one pocket and putting it in the other, and just stack. That's how we stack. I don't want that. I don't want that paper to fold. I want that gold. We stack gold. We don't stack paper. But the cold thing is, we understand that you need paper to live. Herald Sites pays us really good paper to show people how to save gold. Get paid in paper to show people how to save in gold. Get more gold. Get more paper. Show people how to do the same. Get more paper. Take some of that paper. Get more gold. I got that from Mr. Delco. Get more gold. Get more paper. You can have all the paper you want. Save you some gold. Show people how to save them some gold, and your life will change. Man, I can talk all night. You already know it. I'm gonna get out of here. I thank you guys for joining me and for just chiming in with me. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes for my son as well. That's correct. Hey, Brother Robert, you're exactly right. Take action on what you hear. Transform from a decision. Exactly, Sister Rachel. All right, y'all. Again, this your boy Dante Taylor. Winners never quit, but a quitter never wins. Share this information with your teammates. Share this information with your loved ones. Hey, you guys, take control of your life and make a decision. Make a wise decision, but make that decision now, right now. I love you all. Appreciate y'all joining me. I'm back at y'all real soon. Winners never quit, but a quitter definitely never wins. I'm out.